With the long-term conflicts continuing in Iraq and Afghanistan, it's not uncommon to find someone touched by the experience of war. Many times soldiers return home and can't move beyond their time on the battlefield.
We are asking soldiers to seek help, and we have changed the regulations and the rules and the questionnaires that they have to fill out in such a way that they will not have any impact on their career if they do seek that help. So it's absolutely critical that they be educated, and we change this culture of the stigma of seeking help for mental health issues.
General Chirali is referring to the new Real Warriors campaign from the Department of Defense, which is intended to eliminate the stigma that keeps soldiers from reaching out and getting help.
We have a huge challenge on our hands, and that is to transform the culture, our military culture, that suck it up and drive on. Culture is not serving us well. We must attack stigma. If you are out there wondering where to turn, feeling alone, perhaps even feeling lost at home, feeling like you're really unable or maybe even afraid to share your feelings with friends and family, please reach out. It's an act of courage and strength.
Sergeant Josh Hopper was one of those soldiers who could not find himself even when surrounded by loved ones.
There's a lot of times when I was going through the peak of it, I would say the room could be filled with people that I loved and cared about, that would do anything in the world for, and that I maybe didn't even get to see but once a year or once every couple of years. And I couldn't find enjoyment in anything. It's just I would sit there and do my own thing like they didn't even exist, kind of be in my own little world. Everybody could be watching TV and I'd be over here thinking about what happened to me or some of my fellow Marines in Iraq 3 months ago.
Major General David Blackledge also went through this process after being deployed twice, and he admits it's not easy to pass the stigma and get help.
Not an easy thing to do. It really does take strength to admit, okay, let me get some help, but we need to make sure they have the confidence that help is going to be there, and it is going to help, and I can attest that it's there and it does help. So I encourage folks to reach down, find that strength inside them to say, hey, let me take care of this and heal myself.
About 20% of the 1.5 million soldiers returning from Iraq and Afghanistan will return from the battle suffering from mental health problems. According to General Chirali, eliminating the stigma is a big step towards solving this issue.
If we can, first of all, get people to take the time, help fellow soldiers, and make sure that they get the help that they need. And second of all, if we can change the culture of the Army to take away the stigma associated with that, we will, I believe, go a long way in solving this problem.